It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
Hey everybody, Christina, Joe, Cord, and I got together to talk about Under Oath, and afterwards we started having a conversation about Gojira, and Christina went to town on Gojira. So, listen to them.
Holy shit, Cord. Oh my god, okay. So Gojira is like a French metal band, and they opened for Deftones, and they absolutely annihilated Deftones.
Wow.
I've heard that they're just one of like the best live bands ever.
The best live band I've ever seen.
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Ever.
Okay. Give me an album rec. I will save one of their albums right now.
Oh my god. Okay. I think Noah, my boss, said that their first album's the best because he actually like listens to them actively. Like I'd heard a few of their songs, but like when I saw them, like that's one of those bands, kind of like Every Time I Die. Like I saw them and became a fan.
Yeah.
But it looks like their first one's super, super old. But they've got a bunch of records. But it looks like the most popular songs are off of their 2016 release, Magma.
All right. But
dude, so heavy, so technical, so good. Probably the best live band I've ever seen. And then I had to see Deftones. And I was like, man, this is like seeing a band I've loved for a very long time. And, you know, the Don't Meet Your Heroes shit.
Yeah.
Don't see one of your favorite bands live. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, man.
Because, like, the thing is I love Deftones, and it was obviously good because it was Deftones. But, like, I was let down a little bit. It just like wasn't as good as it could have been. Maybe it's like the sound mixing wasn't quite right, or like the vocals were turned up too high, so it was all kind of blown out. I don't know. I think like Sex Tape was the only song that really sounded good.
Dang.
Yeah. Makes me wonder.
It was still good.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're just at the end of the line. You know, I hate to put this on somebody because I've seen them twice and they were great both times. I saw them 2010 at the Norva and 1,500 people like packed in, and it was great. Great energy. But there's also something to be said for that idea of this band you didn't expect coming out and just destroy, like the most apples to apples comparison I have, and I've told this story a million times. I don't care. I
feel like it's every time that you and I are together.
It's apt. But I saw Green Day and Blink, and Green Day. I was there to see Blink, but Green Day destroyed. I have to give them their flowers because they were great, and Blink disappointed. And I'm wondering how much of that is just because I didn't expect Green Day to be great, and how much of that was Blink just wasn't that good that night.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same. It's like Gojira is like, and that's spelled Gojira, in case anybody is wanting to listen to them. I didn't expect them to be that good. Like I'd listened to a few of their songs before, but I was like, oh, okay, like I'm into it, but I'm here to see Deftones. So like the opener's the opener. Boy, was I wrong. And like Deftones were good. I think a lot of it had to do with like the venue that we were at. It was, have you ever been to the Armory, Cord?
I don't think so.
It's in Minneapolis, and it's like in downtown Minneapolis, and it's like this really, like it looks like a airplane hangar on the inside, but like massive.
Man.
And it's like super long and like domed roof, and then has like kind of risers up this side where there's different levels with like beer stands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so narrow that I wonder if like because we were further back or like on the side that the acoustics are just weird. But Gojira still sounded pretty good. But like there were thousands of people there, and I just wonder if like the venue was weird for how much Deftones has going on in a set, right? Like Gojira has two guitar players, a bassist, and a drummer. But Deftones has all of these other elements and a lot of this synthy stuff and a lot of like extra elements. I think they have like 6 or 7 members or some shit like that. So it's like maybe the sound was just too big to like it's like a certain type of sound that just didn't fill that long of a space the right way.
Yeah,
I'm not sure,
possibly.
But
it's a similar. For the longest time, I mean, I still like Breaking Benjamin. Don't get me wrong, but I hadn't seen them for a long time. I wanted to see them forever. I would have seen them in 2010, but I broke my neck, so I missed that show. And then I finally got to see them at like a Rockstar Energy Festival, whatever. This was maybe 2014 or some shit. And I was so pumped to see them, and like they just didn't. it was them and Disturbed, and while I like Disturbed also, but like I went to see Breaking Benjamin, and they just, whether they were just off that night or something, but I was like, that sucked. That was not what I wanted. Like my favorite band at the time, like that was terrible. And then Disturbed fucking rocked it, which, you know, they're Disturbed. But yeah, just a similar story like that. And then same thing with Seether too. I liked Seether for a really long time, and I saw them live finally. And I don't know, I think I forget the lead singer's name, but I think he's had his issues and demons and whatnot, and I think he was going through it then, probably. I'm just only assuming. But he was like, just wasn't on at all, like totally off key, and then just, yeah, it was, I was like, ugh, this puts a poor taste in my mouth for Seether, you know? But
yeah, I mean, Deftones was good. Don't get me wrong. They were good. I think it was just the comparison. But also, like, Breaking Benjamin is playing with Alice in Chains and Bush in Minneapolis in August.
Gojira, if you need them, folks. Check that out if you'd like to hear the rest of that conversation. It gets sappy, it gets funny, it's everywhere. That's after the fact number 131, and you can get that by going to patreon.com/ohhijustin. $1 a month gets you in the door, and we'll go from there. If you'd like to hear our conversation on Under Oath, that will be the next one on the feed, so just go forward one and press play.